Happier, 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 happier. How to take portraits and not make people cry.
Okay, so this episode should be pretty quick, right?
Yeah, don't be a jerk.
That's it. See you next time.
No, just kidding. All right, so in this episode, we're actually going to be talking about how to make people comfortable in front of the camera. Now, if you are taking photos of people, like most people are, you and me at least, then half of the art of photography is technically getting a good shot, but I'd say at least half of it, usually even more, is about getting the person in the mood so that they look the right way for the subject matter.
So it's like directing the people.
Yeah.
To make the best photo you can.
Exactly.
So Janne, do you have any like horror stories where everything went really wrong?
Well, I've done a few different types of photography. One that I remember really well is, if you've ever done wedding photography, you have done weddings as well. Have you ever come across a bridezilla?
Yeah, it's a thing, I think.
It's a thing. There is always one in your career. So, you know, the person, you take a photo, they look amazing, and their grandma loves it, their husband-to-be or husband-is already loves it, and they just, I don't look good, I don't look good, I don't look good, and they just end up in tears because of the emotion of the day. Yeah. And
it also ruins your day, because you think you're a lousy photographer, right?
I know, exactly, that feels horrible. But, you know, there's always one, but you get past it.
Yeah.
Of course, there's other ones. There's dogs, really busy CEOs, you know, those kind of people that just don't have the time to be in front of a photo, and they've been forced. Company photos. I was told to do this, and I was told to dress up nicely.
Just do it quick.
Just do it, just get it done.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good enough.
But you see, the good thing about photography is that you can actually take that moment where a person was coming in stressed, and you can make them feel relaxed, and you can actually give them something worth remembering.
Yeah.
So here's a few of our tips.
So tip number one, I would say, find common ground with the subject. Yeah, get to know him, talk to him.
Yeah, and the truth is that you can almost with anybody find something that you share. Now, you know, it can be, hey, you like horses?
Not really.
Do you like horsepower?
Sounds good.
You're a car guy. Okay,
I
remember
cars.
back in the day, you know, I had a red Toyota Carina.
Really? My grandpa also had one.
And we found common ground. You see, it's that simple. Talk to them, get there, and you'll get the person on your side very quickly. Tip number two, no photo lingo. Wait, give me, adjust aperture. No, I don't know. You see, we as photographers, we often focus so much on the technical side of it that we forget to talk to the people. Now, for example, if I go and I start adjusting something, like I'm taking a photo, okay, this doesn't work. Then I want to tell, hey, I'm just taking a moment to adjust the camera because I really want to make you look brighter. I really want to make sure that color in your shirt pops. Give them a reason they understand for the changes and the time that you're taking between the shots, for example. It really helps, it makes them comfortable, and they're not just waiting there. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Simple, people-to-people language.
Tip number three would be picking the right tools for the job. And what I mean by this is, if you're taking pictures of a kid, you don't want to introduce a camera like this.
No.
And bring this scary monster on their face, because it'll frighten them and they will end up in tears.
True story.
So you want to introduce something a bit more casual, if you can, and this is not so intimidating anymore.
And it goes for other types of photography as well. If you're doing wedding photography, it might be a lot easier to go with a smaller camera like the Olympus system and just really, you know, be able to get there. When I'm with this in a group of people, they're like, hey, so you're in the party? Yeah, I'm in the party. Taking pictures of you. But you just don't know it.
Yes.
So it's a good trick, it works. But of course, there's always places for the big guns. If they're models, if they're used to taking the pictures, then of course you can match anything. Yeah,
and this goes also to the location where you're shooting. For example, you it's hard to take pictures of kids in a studio environment because it's a really new place for the kids. They are all over the place. I've seen it 1,000 times, and nobody wants kids in the studio.
Or if it's a reportage documentary thing, you don't want to lug these things around.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to set your backpack down all the time, take things out, repack when you want to move, and get that job done. There's always one exception, which is the I need to look like a pro approach. So sometimes you want to get somewhere, you want to get that press pass. People want to take you seriously. There's always some fancy guy who's like, "Hey, isn't that like a kid's camera?" And you're like, "Yes, sir, but I take good pictures." Sometimes it might just be easier to go with a setup that's bigger, even if it's unnecessary, because some people just need to get convinced if they're not convinced of your skills already.
Yeah. So boys and girls, tip number 4 would be don't be a fool, stay cool.
Cool. Now what that means in its very basics is whatever happens, even if you mess up and everything's going horribly, don't let it show. Now the worst that you can do is on a photo shoot, you're like, this lens isn't working, crap, everything's out of focus. She looks horrible. And you're just like, crap, nope, ouch. And they're just cringing away and you're giving them negative feedback on how the shoot is going. And you want to stay positive, you don't want to show that information to people because you want to keep your subject in that happy place. Unless you're going for a sad or super aggravated look, stay positive, keep that information to yourself and everyone will be happier in the end and your photos will look much better. Photography is as much about the tech as it is about bringing something out of the person worth photographing. So that's, you stay cool and stay positive and it will work. Tip number 5, lead by example. Now what this means in its very core is be prepared to do whatever you're asking your subject to do.
So that means, for example, if you're taking pictures of the kid, if you want to make the kid laugh, you should laugh. It should be a happy situation. So make your loudest and best laugh you got there, and eventually the kid will also laugh and you get a perfect photo.
You can't be afraid to make yourself a fool. That's one thing. Like you said, kids. You might end up rolling on the ground, doing funny faces, pulling your shirt over your head, whatever it takes, you gotta go there. Another good example is if you're taking photos of something that's super sensitive, say that you're asking someone to show scars on their back, they have to get cut naked. I know photographers who say, okay, I'll take the shirt off my back, I'll take my pants off. Whatever it takes, you get them to trust you, you know that you're in the same place with them, that you are in this together.
So this is definitely a subject you want to improve yourself on, and I think this is a subject where there's no limit how good you can be on this one.
Yeah. So guys, we're always getting better at this and we want to hear your stories. If you have any fantastic tips, stories, good ones or bad ones, let us know. We want to be able to share them with the world. And for all of you people out there, keep going after this, keep getting better, keep becoming nicer.
Be the good guy.
Yeah.
And on that note, it's goodbye from us.
Bye-bye.